Peace, family. It's the man with the plan, Daniel Shane, here with POC Undivided, and today I'm talking about the importance of real estate. So, family, let me start by saying that real estate is actually one of those topics that most of us are pretty familiar with. Most of us have heard one way or another that we should be financially invested in real estate, okay? But unfortunately, most of us fail to see the immediate benefit in it and kind of shy away from the field, okay? I'll give you a little story about myself, and I talked about this in another video that I myself was always interested in real estate, but I was more so, I guess, discouraged. It seemed like a little bit too much to get into, you know what I mean? Like it seemed like too much work, and I didn't see the immediate benefit in it, which is why I'm referencing that as a deterrent for a lot of people not getting into the real estate field. But I can assure you, family, that real estate, there's an immediate benefit in real estate as well as a long-term benefit in real estate as well. All right, so in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline some of those benefits for you. So hopefully the family will be a little bit more interested in being in real estate, okay? Real estate is the quickest way to build wealth. All right. And if you're about building wealth, which is what we should be about as a black family, as a black community, we should be about building wealth. Then it should be on the very top of your bucket list to acquire real estate. So with all that being said, let me go ahead and go into the meat and potatoes of the video and talk about the benefits of owning real estate. OK, point number one, appreciation. So, family, if you're not familiar with appreciation, what it is and what it does, I'm about to blow your mind right now, okay? Case in point, what if I told you that if you bought this pair of Jordans for $200, tomorrow it'd be worth $300? What if I told you that? Well, how many of you would be interested in buying those Jordans for $200 when you know tomorrow it's going to be worth $300? Well, I would have to say that anybody who has a shred of business savvy, a shred of business knowledge, a shred of business intellect would see the benefit in buying those $200 Jordans so they can make that $100 profit tomorrow. You'd probably be thinking about buying 5 or 6 pairs so you can sell it tomorrow for the $300 and make $500 or $600, $100 off each pair of Jordans that you sold. Okay? Well, the very same principle applies to real estate. Okay, real estate is one of those assets that appreciate in value, meaning that after you buy it, it actually goes up in value instead of going down like most of the things that we buy. Okay, and when I mean most of the things, I mean damn near everything. Okay, clothes, shoes, cars, all these things, they go down in value after you use it, after you buy it. It goes down in value. It's damn near worthless. Okay, but when you buy a piece of real estate, okay, instead of it going down in value, it actually goes up. So that means if you buy a property for $100,000, okay, 2, 3, 4 years from now, it could be worth $150,000, maybe even $200,000 for that same property that you bought for $100,000. Okay, this is a benefit, family, and if you can't see the benefit in it, you need to get your head examined. Okay, the fact that you can make a profit by literally not doing anything, just purchasing a property, purchasing something, all right, which is something we do all the time because we spend money like it's going out of motherfucking style. So the fact that you can make money by literally not doing anything, just holding on to something for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and making regular payments on it, like you would make your regular payments on your car or make your rental payments, okay? All right, you're literally replacing your rent payment with your mortgage payment. By making your regular payments, you can literally earn money by just doing what you would normally do, okay? If you don't see the benefit in that, just click off of the goddamn video. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so the first point I'm making is appreciation, okay? Appreciation is a huge benefit, okay? A huge benefit, and it's only for those who own. It's not for those who rent, okay? All right, so that's my first point. Now to go into my second point, all right? Real estate will enable you to lower your expenses, all right? Now, this is going to be a concept that a lot of people aren't going to be able to grasp right away. You might have to listen to this video 2 or 3 times in order to get what I'm trying to tell you. But real estate will actually give you the ability to lower your expenses. Now, just saying something like that, it doesn't really sound possible, because when you think about real estate, you think more about overspending rather than underspending, okay? And the reason you think that way is because a lot of us that do own real estate, what we do is we overspend on expensive pieces of real estate, okay? If we're approved for $300,000 for a mortgage, we spend that whole $300,000, and that's just not how it goes, okay? All right, you spend in your budget, okay? Matter of fact, you go under your budget, okay? You live beneath your means, all right? In order to be able to accomplish your goals. So, all right. So let me make this point to you, okay? When I say that it'll enable you to lower your expenses, okay? Now let's look at what you pay for rent, okay? And we're talking about those who pay rent. If you don't pay rent, then you need to if you don't pay rent right now, then you should really be saving in order to get on this real estate train. But let's say you pay rent. Let's say you pay $1,000 in rent, okay? All right, you pay $1,000 in rent. How much would you say that your landlord pays in mortgage? Don't worry, I'll wait. If you don't have an answer, all right, maybe you should find out, okay? Maybe you should do your own research. And if you're in Broward County, I'm in Broward County, you can literally go on this website. It's called Broward County Property Appraisers, and you can look at how much your landlord purchased the property for, okay? You can see the exact price that they paid for the property, okay? Now, if you're not in Broward or you're somewhere else, then you can't go on Broward County Property Appraisers, but more than likely there's a website similar to the Broward County Property Appraisers, like a property appraiser's website for your county that you can go on and view the sale price of all the property. All the property. You just type in the address, it'll pull up the property, it'll give you the sale price of the property. In fact, it'll give you the history of the sale prices of the properties, okay? That's how good it is. So, with that being said, if you don't know how much your landlord pays in mortgage, then you need to do a little bit of research. I can tell you from experience that more than likely your landlord pays 50% less than what you pay for in rent, okay? Now, if you didn't understand that, let me break that down for you. That means that if you're paying $1,000, more than likely your landlord is paying $500, okay? Because no one's going to rent you a property for what they pay for in mortgage, all right? It's just not going to happen. It's not, all right? I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. No one's going to rent you a property, okay, for what they paid for or what they pay for it in mortgage, all right? And believe me when I tell you, most of these landlords have mortgages, okay? There's not a whole lot of them who don't, all right? It doesn't even make sense really to not have a mortgage. You might as well have a mortgage. Anyway, that's another topic. But yes, that landlord is paying 50% less than what you're paying for in rent. So what does that mean? What if you were to purchase that property for what that landlord purchased the property for? Okay. So instead of you paying $1,000 in rent, you got the very same property. You living in the very same property, but instead of paying $1,000 a month, now you're paying $500 a month. Think about how big of a benefit that actually is, okay? You just saved $500 a month by switching from a rental property to owning your own property, okay? Literally, you switch. You just made a trade. You're in the same spot, okay? You just lowered your expenses by becoming an owner instead of a renter, all right? And you just saved $500 a month. Now think about all the things that you could do with that $500 that you just saved a month. Okay? The possibilities are endless. And just like I mentioned in some of my previous videos, the more money you have to invest, the better. Okay. It takes money to make money. If you ain't got money, then you can't make money. It's a sad cycle. Okay. So in order to get money, in a lot of cases, you have to save money. So by you switching from a rental to a mortgage, you just saved yourself $500 that you can now invest to make money, make more money, should I say. Okay. All right. So we done beat that. We know what it is already. We know that we can save money by switching from a rental to a mortgage. Okay. Now that's that. All right. Now let me move on to my third point. Okay. This is my third and final point. A lot of people aren't going to get this part of it too. Okay. And you may want to ask some questions about this. Cool. You could do your own research, whatever. Hey, I encourage everybody to do their own research. All this stuff is real. Okay. I'm not just talking bullshit out my mouth. These are things that I know about. Okay. So the third point, or the third benefit in owning your own real estate, is by paying your mortgage, you're literally contributing to your own personal savings and loan bank. Okay. Now, this is going to sound strange because a lot of people are going to be like, man, what? Huh? What? It's going to sound a little bit strange, but I assure you that it is true. Okay. Now, let me paint the picture for you. All right. Let's say your house is worth $100,000. All right. And your mortgage is $1,000. Now, let's say you've been paying on your mortgage for about 5 years. You got a 30-year fixed mortgage, and you've been paying on your mortgage for 5 years. Okay. So now, let's say you're vested into the property. And when I say vested, I mean that you've paid in mortgage. You paid over the years about $40,000 you put about $40,000 worth of equity into the property. That means you paid $40,000 in mortgages over the last 5 years. Okay. Just you doing what you normally do. The same shit that you would have did for your rent, but you're doing it for your property. Okay. Let's say that you've paid about $40,000 into it. Okay. So you own $40,000 worth of equity in this property. Okay. Now, to switch that scenario to a rental, if you paid $40,000 for rent over the last 5 years, okay, that money goes nowhere. It goes into nothingness. It fades into oblivion. Okay, but by you paying $40,000 into your mortgage, that now becomes an asset that you can use to your benefit. Okay. Now, what do I mean when I say that? I mean that you can take out a home equity loan on what you've vested into that property over the years. So if you have a business idea, you got a business plan, if you need something to be done, okay, if you got to go somewhere, you need whatever, you have some sort of investment in mind, you can take out a home equity loan against the house. Okay. This is equity that you've paid into the house. You can take out a home equity loan against the house. All right. And do what you need to do with it. Okay. Make your money, make your moves with it. Okay. Invest it into your business, invest it into your ideas, invest it into your future. Okay. You can take this $40,000 and really do some great you can reinvest it into real estate. There's so many different things that you can do with that $40,000 that you really got from nowhere. You just got it from just paying your mortgage. Okay. All right, you take that $40,000, you make 80 with that 40,000. All right, and then you pay back the 40. Now you got 40 in your pocket. And there's several different ways you can make money by just having access to money. Okay, and we'll discuss that in other videos. Okay, you can make money easily. Okay, by just having access to money. All right. But you see the benefit in that, okay? You have access to a large amount of money that in most cases you would have never had access to, okay? You have access to a large amount of money that now you can invest it as you see fit, okay? And a lot of people know about this, okay? It's just that for some reason, our family, our community, our people are just now finding out about this stuff, okay? But this stuff is real. This stuff is true. This stuff can really benefit us in a lot of different ways. And we can really take this information and take this knowledge and take this know-how and parlay it into something tangible, parlay it into an economy, parlay it into resources. And that's what the name of the game is, okay? All right, so those are my 3 reasons for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up with that. This is not the only video that I'm going to do about the importance of real estate. This is not by any means not the only video I'm going to do about this. But those are my 3 for today. Those are my 3 for now. I want to leave you guys with that. I don't want to overload you guys with too much information. Listen, man, listen. Us as a community, us as a family, we have each other to depend on, okay? And there's a lot that needs to be done in our community, but all we need is a small group of people willing to put forth the work, put forth the effort, put forth the dedication and know-how into turning this community from what it is right now to what it should be, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and fall out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You could also hit me up on Facebook. Daniel Shane on Facebook. I'm on More Us. Daniel Shane on More Us. Shout out to the More Us family. All right. And if you're interested in the organization, because we are trying to gather an investment group together, if you're interested in the organization, hit it up, poc_undivided@gmail.com. You could also, everybody listening to the video should definitely like the Facebook, POC Undivided on Facebook. You guys can also like us on More Us, POC Undivided on More Us. But until next time, man, and subscribe, definitely subscribe, because I got a lot more information. I got a lot more knowledge to pass on to you guys. Definitely subscribe. But until next time, I will holler at you guys later. Peace.